Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. As you can see, I am by myself today because, like you read down below, this is my incident story. So it's only right that I talk about it since I was the only one in the accident. Before I begin, I do want to thank every single person who messaged me and took time out of their day sending out your prayers. I do feel them. The power in prayer is, it's incredible. It's amazing how even if you don't know someone's praying for you, like don't hear them, you feel it, feel the support. That's all I can ask for, because as you guys saw the accident, it wasn't something small. Even the people praying for me now and for my fast recovery, or the people sending me DMs and messages and phone calls, or hoping for a fast recovery, asking what happened, hoping that I'm okay. I appreciate that. I'm so thankful from the bottom, the top, from all around my heart. I'm infinitely grateful. But just seeing how the accident was and how I am, there's no doubt in my mind that people have been praying for me way before the accident, that I've been in people's prayers, because an accident like that doesn't just happen. Sorry if I moved the camera. An accident like that doesn't just happen and you're just able to walk. And you're just able to walk away from it, you know? I'm gonna try to make this video as fast and as summarized as possible, because this is my third video. I either get emotional, I either mess up. But I did always say from the beginning that I wanted this channel to be sincere and to be, you know, real. So if you see me cry, that's just me. So let's start from the beginning. My accident occurred Saturday night. It was around 10:30. I was leaving Michael's house. We had just came home from party comida we had at his cousin's house. So we got to his house and I got my car and I was gonna leave. The accident occurred 3 blocks away from Michael's house. I was going to make a left turn, and as you know, when you make a left turn on a green light, you have to be careful because there's cars coming the other way. There wasn't any cars coming that way. There was only one car on my opposite side that was gonna turn on his left side. I want to say maybe that's why the other person didn't see me. I want to say that blocked their view and that's why they kept going. I don't know. I can't find excuses to it. It's frustrating, you know, because just as it's frustrating for me, I could see in people's faces that when they ask me what happened and I don't know what to say, because the impact was so hard that I don't remember it. I just remember that there was no cars besides that car, and then a flash and the hit and the smoke and the screams. But okay, so we crashed. The biggest hit, as you guys can see I'll post a picture up here. The biggest hit, besides, you know, my whole front end, was on my passenger side. So as you guys can see, my whole engine is dragged inside the car. I just got pushed. I do have pictures of the other vehicle. Their car, I ended up hitting their driver's side. I'm not gonna diminish or belittle their car, but compared to mine, their car is fractured. Mine's dead and broken. I'm not trying to say their car was any less important than mine. When I talk to people about the story in person, they understand just the way my car ended. Guys that know about, or people that know about cars, sorry, they can make the math. And when they see the pictures, they see my pictures, they'll see that specifically what had to happen for my car to end up like that, and what that person had to be doing for everything that happened, how it happened. I call Michael, I'm shaking, and I'm telling him, like, Michael, I got in an accident. And he's like, where? Like, automatically. I thought he was gonna think I was kidding. I thought he was gonna think I'm pranking him, but no, he's like, I'm on my way. As soon as he said that, I kind of got scared. I was already scared as it was, but I kind of got scared that he was gonna race over here and lose control or something and have another accident. But thankfully, when they did get here, it was him and his brother. His brother was driving, and I'm so thankful for him. I know I haven't told him yet, or I have, but you know, I haven't had that because I didn't want to tear up, or just I was just so thankful that he was there too, because he's very down to earth. So I knew that would have a little bit more control over Michael and I. When I saw them coming, I had already been escorted by a police officer to the street. I was by myself in the car, and the other car had a whole family, so they were escorted to the corner as well. Once we were there, I just see Michael running from light to light to where I was at, and he just came and he hugged me, asked if I was okay. He was looking at me, he made me do like 5 twirls. He was checking me to see if I was okay, if anything was bleeding, if anything seemed to be broken. But as you guys know, after an impact like that, the adrenaline that runs through you, it's like a drug. Like, you cannot feel anything. You cannot feel anything. It's all in your head basically at that moment. At least it was on mine. I was just looking at my car, and I was looking at the family. I was looking at their car. So then the ambulance came, and obviously the ambulance focus was on the family, which there's nothing wrong with that, because you know, they were a bigger crowd. They were just expressing themselves out loud. So, and I was just taking it all in, you know, because I'm just like that. I don't know, and I'm not saying that's a good thing, because for that reason, they didn't directly come and see if I was okay, which for all means, that's okay with me, because if you guys know me on a personal level, you know that when I'm freaking out, my face is straight. And even if that one person, you know, that lovely person that comes and wants to hug you and wants to check if you're okay, I'll tell them, like, back up. And that's what Michael did. Michael came, and when he saw that the ambulance people were with them, he came and he wanted to hug me, because he saw that my eyes were trying to tear up. So he wanted to hug me, and I was pushing him away. I was like, not right now, like, thank you, I love you, but not right now, please. And I guess Danny, his brother, saw that, and he's like, give her space, let her breathe real quick. And that's what I mean by controlling the situation, because sometimes Michael, and I'm not saying it as a bad thing, because me being like that and him being the opposite side, that's what keeps us together. Because if we're both very emotional, we're gonna be an emotional wreck up in here, then it was gonna be a mess. But in a way, I needed the two of them to balance, because I was trying to keep it in, I was trying to keep calm, but yet I wasn't calm inside. Like, I was shook, so I wasn't even talking to anybody. I was too stuck. On the other hand, Danny was very observant, so he was looking at everything, seeing if everything was okay, checking, you know, what the officer was saying. He was just watching. Michael was hands-on. Like, he was talking to the cop, he was talking to the tow guy, like, he was just hands-on talking to everybody. It was just, like I said, the support was so real. 2 people from the opposite car ended up with the ambulance. Like I said, they never came and checked on me. What I could say, the officer that handled the whole situation, since it was just one cop, he was very, very supportive as well. He kept assuring me that it's gonna be okay, that accidents happen, to not be scared. It's crazy that he did that, because sometimes living in a world and living in just this generation in general, you see so many things online that you get the wrong idea. And I'm not saying that whatever we see on the internet is lies, because who knows. All I could say is what I experienced, and what I experienced is a real cop. And what do I mean by that? A real cop, someone that gave support, someone that tried helping on both sides. I feel like I'm skipping around. Okay, my car got towed. We ended up towing my car to Michael's house, since, like I said, we were only 3 blocks away. The tow guy, came from heaven, honestly. Michael and him, they were talking, and I only know Michael told me everything was just coming along. I knew that I was in God's hands, you know. I knew that he was handling the situation. It feels good saying it out loud, because sometimes in these moments is where people think, oh, what if she's questioning God? Oh, what if, or they might even tell you out loud, like, where's your God at? Not because the other person knows, only she knows how she was driving. Everything happens for a reason. And all I know is that throughout this whole process, I felt this peace, which at the moment, you guys can ask anybody, it was scary. But look at me now. I'm just thankful to be walking. Something that they did tell me, one of the, I think you call them paramedics, I'm not sure, but the person in the ambulance, he's like, who was the one on the gray car? My car. And I was like, that was me. Are you okay? Why are you standing? How are you standing? And I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, your whole car went inside. Like, your legs should be, if not broken, at least fractured. So I didn't know what to say. But then the other lady started screaming, so they put her attention on her. But just hearing that from someone that's professionally dedicated to know about accidents, to know all of that, and comes here and tells me that I'm not supposed to be walking right now, or that I'm supposed to have some sort of injury, yet I'm still here. It's amazing. So going back to the story, my car got towed to Michael's house. A lot of his uncles and cousins started coming out, and they just started giving me support, and they started telling me that it's gonna be okay, we're gonna be here, don't worry about it, and just support. At this point, I just wanted to go home. I just wanted to go home because I didn't know if it was a nightmare or not, but I just wanted to go home. I wanted to go sleep, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want to see my car like that. I didn't want to think. I was just done. I was done for the day. And like I said, don't get me wrong, I was still thankful that I was up, but by this time, my arm was already hurting. My arm, I had it like this since I got off the car. So I didn't realize it till I tried putting it down. And then I told my boyfriend's brother, I was like, you know what? I don't want to tell your brother because I don't want to scare him, but I can't move my arm. Like, my arm hurts. And I wanted to tell him because I knew that he was either gonna slap me out of it or tell me. I don't know. I just didn't want to tell my boyfriend because I knew that he was gonna, why didn't you tell me? And he was gonna want to drive me to the hospital, and that's the last thing I wanted to do. When we got there, it was cold, right? So he told me, by this time it was already like 12:30. He tried to put a sweater on me, and I couldn't fold my arm. It was a hoodie. I couldn't fold my arm. He's like, what are you doing? Why aren't you putting on a sweater? And I was like, I can't move my arm. I would try touching it, and it felt like I was numb. So at least I was thankful that I could feel myself touching my hand, but I don't know, like, I got scared. I thought I was gonna, I don't know. My suegro came out and he saw me. He went in and told because my suegro's also injured. So he went in and told his wife to come out. I had an accident. I believe that's how it went. And immediately she's like, we're going to the hospital. Like, I'm not letting you go home. We're going to the hospital. And I was like, no, I want to go home. I tried saying it in the most respectful way, like, I'm done. I just want to go home. I just wanted to go home from the start. All I wanted to do was to go home. And then I had an accident. So I just want to go home. That's all I said. I want to go home. And I turned to my boyfriend because I was hoping he would understand that after all of this, all I wanted to do was cry. I wanted to cry and go to sleep and wake up to my car. And I hope you guys understand, it's not itself the car, like seeing everything with the car, like, okay, I'm gonna have to go, I'm gonna have a case, I'm gonna have a police report, what if they do this, what if they do that, what if they try doing this? It was just so much. It was so much. Yeah, so then she got in the car anyway. Somewhere along the way, she ended up convincing me that I have to go to the hospital. I was in the hospital all the way until, I want to say, around 6:20 in the morning. I got x-rays, I got a urine test. Sorry, that's too much information. They were gonna take out blood, but they ended up saying that that wasn't necessary. Just test after test, x-ray, and I was okay. They said my arm wasn't fractured, my bone wasn't broken, it was just the impact and the pain. They did give me a medicine for pain relief, but I told myself that if nothing wasn't broken, if nothing wasn't fractured, I was gonna handle it on my own. I didn't want no need of medication. I didn't want it, because if nothing's broken, then if it's just pain, and if it's pain that I can handle, then I'll handle it. I forgot to mention, the people that were in the hospital with me was my boyfriend, my boyfriend's mom, and my boyfriend's brother. So they were there through it all. They didn't go home. They didn't just leave me there. They were there the whole night. So from there, they were gonna take me home, but out of nowhere, I believe there was an accident in the freeway. The traffic was stopped. You know, nobody was moving. My sister was like, "Oh, I'll just call your mom. Well, you'll just stay over, because what if you end up needing to go to the hospital anyway?" And she was already saying like, "Oh, you should probably stay, because we could be taking you to the hospital if you end up waking up worse or something." Because she didn't trust that nothing had happened. She didn't trust the hospital. She was like, "No, like, we need to go to another one if you feel worse." You know, she was just looking out. She was looking out for me through the whole thing. I ended up sleeping over on my niece. She gave me her bed for the night, and across was my boyfriend's parents. So she ended up sleeping with her parents to give me the bed. So, because they had given me that one thing, not a cast, but you know, to hold up my arm, and they didn't want like me to squish myself or for me to lean on something, so she just gave me her bed. I thought my boyfriend was gonna be like, "All right, good night," you know, and go to his room, and out of nowhere I just hear the door open like wide, and I see a mattress coming in. I see a mattress coming in the room. He took out one of the mattresses and he slammed it on the floor between my bed and where I was sleeping, and where my boyfriend's parents was sleeping, and he just slammed it on the floor, and he's like, "All right, babe, if you need anything, just throw me your shoe or something." So he slept on the floor between us. I woke up at around 10 in the morning. Around 10 in the morning, yeah. I woke up like at 8, but I saw that everybody was sleeping, so I went back to sleep, and I had this, and I woke up and I had this really bad neck pain, like a horrible neck pain. And then I was like, okay, maybe I slept wrong, because I slept with like 5 pillows, no, with like 4 pillows, just in case I wanted to sleep like sitting up. They're like, "Oh, we'll just leave you some pillows," but I ended up laying down, like, I guess my neck was like this with the whole pillow, so they're like, "Oh, you probably slept wrong." But I had a feeling that because it was just my neck, but throughout the day it just felt like I had been jumped. And everybody laughs when I say that. They're like, "Oh, you've been jumped before," but you know what I mean. Like, I felt like I was kicked in the ground and just slammed on. It was just a horrible pain. Like I got run over. And everybody's all like, you kind of did. You kind of were. It was just a lot of pain. But like I said, nothing was broken. I just have bruises. I'll be posting pictures of my bruises. I have a huge bruise. It's so big. And it looks ugly. You know, I'll post it. It's ugly. I love it. Like, I'm gonna hate it when I have to wear a dress, but it just reminds me that that's all you could do to me? Just a bruise? My God, it's big. I'm so thankful. I'm thankful for my suegra. She cooked me one of my favorite things that she cooked in the morning. When I woke up, she was gone. She went to go buy it, and then she made me eat, even though I couldn't eat. And I hate the fact that I only ate one. When I knew my mouth wanted like 5. But she cooked for me. She was with me throughout the whole night. She forced me to go. She kidnapped me. I'm thankful for my queen. She gave me her bed. She's always asking me about okay. Every text message I receive from her, I know it's, how are you feeling? Are you feeling better? Are you okay? Like I said, the fact that my boyfriend's brother was there, just present, that he drove us back and forth, when he could have just said like, no, like, you guys drive, I'm tired. He was there. As much as he doesn't know it, I feel like I don't really say it, but my suegro would crack some jokes out of nowhere. And I'm just so thankful, because he would make me laugh in the most random times. Like, I'll probably have like a pain and I won't say it, and then he'll be like, te madrearon bien feo. It just makes me laugh. My mom has been very supportive. Even when I thought that she was going to, you know, just scream at me as soon as I got home, she took it as calmly as she could. And sometimes that's all you need. Because trust me when I say I was already being tough on myself. Like, what could I have done? You know, what could I have done to have prevented that at that moment? But now I know that God has a reason for everything. And if he allowed for me to go through that, because he knows I can handle it, and because he knows I can handle whatever is coming with that, you know? I'm thankful to each and every one of you who messaged me. I'm just overall thankful. And how can I end this video without thanking my boyfriend? He is honestly such a blessing to my life. Okay, I'm back. I just have to take a second and just I just love him so much. I feel like I couldn't have done it if he wasn't around, because like I said, he just completes me. And even though a lot of people think that sometimes I have control and I'm so controlled, there is nothing in this world like feeling like you're protected. There's nothing in this world like feeling like you have someone to lean on. Not because you can't stand on your own. Even when you could stand on your own, it's nice to be held. It's nice to feel protected. And it's nice to know that you have a man on your side that reminds you that you're not alone. Because that's something that Michael kept doing. In every embrace and every hug and every kiss, he would always whisper, you're not alone. You're not going to deal with this alone. We're going to deal with this together. If you break up with me tomorrow, we're still going to deal with this together. He's like, because I got you. Because more important than that, I love you. I couldn't have asked for anyone better. And that's what happened. Thank you guys. for everything.